Viewer discretion advised. This case is based on true events. October 28, 1950, Glastonbury Mountain, Vermont. 53-year-old Frieda Langer set out on a short afternoon hike with her cousin Herbert Elsner near the Somerset Reservoir. She was a strong walker, familiar with every bend of the trail and every change in weather. She had lived in the area her whole life and was considered an expert in the woods. Only about a half-mile from camp, Frieda slipped on a rock crossing a shallow brook and soaked her clothes. Laughing it off, she told Herbert she'd run back to the tent to change and meet him there soon. It was a clear day with good visibility. Herbert watched her turn down the trail toward camp and walk out of sight. That was the last time anyone ever saw her alive. When Frieda didn't return within an hour, Herbert went back to camp himself. She wasn't there. He called her name for hours until dark fell and the temperature dropped below freezing. By morning, the search was underway. Dozens of locals, state police, and army personnel joined in. Bloodhounds were brought in again, and planes from the Vermont Aeronautics Commission flew grid patterns over the hills. For 8 days, they searched relentlessly. The dogs caught a faint scent near the brook where she fell but lost it within yards. Teams scoured an area of 25 square miles, cutting fresh trails through dense brush and bog. No trace, not a shoe, not a piece of cloth, was ever found. Search Captain Carl Harrington told reporters, "We've covered every inch twice over. It's as if she just disappeared into the air." Weather stayed clear the first few days, then a storm rolled in, turning the ground to mud and forcing the teams to withdraw. The official search ended after 10 days, though family and volunteers continued for weeks. On May 12, 1951, 7 months after she vanished, a group of loggers found a badly decomposed body lying on open ground near the reservoir. It was Frieda Langer. The discovery stunned everyone because the location had been searched multiple times before. Investigators could not determine a cause of death. There were no obvious injuries or signs of animal attack. Her clothing was mostly intact. How her body appeared in an area so heavily searched remains one of the strangest details in the entire Bennington Triangle story. Some believe she died elsewhere and was moved. Others say the terrain concealed her for months beneath snow and water. A few still insist she was placed there deliberately, long after the search had ended. Police records list her death as undetermined. Locals weren't satisfied. Frieda was fit, experienced, and within a mile of camp on a clear afternoon. There were no signs of violence or robbery. Her disappearance followed a pattern already etched into the region. Midi Rivers, Paula Weldon, James Tedford, Paul Jepson, all gone within 5 years and within the same 25-mile radius. Frieda Langer was the last known victim in the Bennington cluster. Her case closed the chapter, but never the mystery. To this day, residents speak of those years as the time the mountain was hungry. Hikers who walk the long trails say they sometimes found piles of stones shaped like a cross by the brook where she fell. No one knows who leaves them. The Bennington Triangle would fade from headlines, but never from memory. 5 people, from a 74-year-old guide to an 8-year-old boy, vanished there between 1945 and 1950. Only one was ever found, and even she returned without answers. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.